Welcome to Pine Notes. This is Lisa and today is Tuesday, August 16th, and it is in the state of Ohio the first day back to school. The school buses were practicing last week. I watched them do their rounds, and this week, yes, and thankfully the temperatures have cooled down a little bit. It's in the 70, 75 range today instead of the 90, feels like 110. And I'm here with my crochet update. I do have an FO. That was FO again, which is finished objects. I turned the sea goddess into a jacket, and I'll insert a picture here. The video before this one shows how I exactly did that. So if you want a little how-to video on how I did it, please go to my video from last week showing how. And I was talking to another crocheter out there, and her name is Jan Crothers, and I got to thinking, because the sides are not attached and the back now fits nicely around the shoulders, for someone that has limited mobility and can't pull things over their head, they can certainly slide into this comfortably and not have to raise their arms. So if you've got anybody out there who cannot raise their arms or do not like putting things over their head, think about making a jacket for them. So thank you, Jan, you did give me that idea because of the items you make. And in front of us we have a virus shawl. I am adding on to my virus shawl, and if you watched my thank you video, you saw me reclaiming yarn for the sunrise color from another project that I did not use or wear. And I finished doing that, and I probably have 1.5 more balls added on to the poncho, and I'll insert a picture right here. It is significantly longer, and I will tell you, sunrise will have fringe added to it. Now, while I had them on the mannequin, this is the color of Dragonfly, and this needs to be mailed out, so this is the last time you're going to see her. I wanted to show you the difference. This is the original in the pattern with only a chain of 10. This is the neckline made with a chain of 20, and again I have pictures showing how it lays on the body. I feel like this is just a tiny bit too tight around my neck when it's only a 10 chain, and this one just drapes a little more nicely, and you can tuck it in if you're wearing it like a bib in the front and bringing the tails around. And yes, as far as stained glass is concerned, she's completely done. Stained glass I've worn, and please don't keep them on hangers. I was just doing that for photos. But stained glass is completely done. She has exactly one more ball added to her. And I did keep, I hope, the place where I added in, so you can see, here's the two balls right here, and this is what it added because you're going longer in length now. And again, I took pictures of this on the mannequin. and it comes around nicely in front. I was talking to someone on my YouTube channel and said, yes, these shawls are nice, but I prefer mine more like a wrap. So even though the original is just one ball right here, and people do like it, I mean, it's a nice lightweight for summertime. If I'm going to wear a sleeveless dress, I prefer more of a wrap. If I'm going to wear this in front, like a scarf, I prefer just one ball. A wrap takes 2 balls for me, and Sunrise now has 1.5, plus more when I add fringe. And since I'm talking about adding on, my future plans for my next shawls, and I can see it, it's not going to be this one, but one similar. Wouldn't it be fantastic if you crocheted a shimmery, lighter strand in with your yarn that's crocheting with double strand at the same time on the very edges, just to give it a hint of holiday? Or I even thought I have so much fun fur. This is called Pelt by Lion Brand, and I love working with pelts. If you watched my Christmas stocking video, you will see how I added that. But I was even thinking of just working with one skinny strand here, and again double crocheting it with your yarn to add some texture at the end of your shawl. Again, this one's going to have fringe. I'm not going to mix the fringe and the fur, but my next one, you better believe I'm going to add some fur on that. And this one's for my nieces. I have a nice pastel, and this is Fun Fur by Lion Brand again, and this is what I would call eyelash. It's real thin, but how fun for a young lady of 11 or 12 to have just a hint of fun fur at the very edges. Again, I think this will be really cute for my nieces, and I'm even thinking that the ice cream yarn by Lion Brand in Tutti Frutti or the color strawberry works up with this real swell. So they might be getting this for a Christmas present, depending. I haven't quite decided how to use that ice cream yarn, have I? And last but certainly not least, what about some fun colors like this? Look at this. This is all things in my stash I'm trying to use up. And this is the Bernay Boa. And I think it would go great with Dragonfly, but not this one. This one's getting mailed to Maine. I think it would go great with Dragonfly, worked up on the very edges again. Or even, this is also Bernay Boa, and this one's called Dark Mink. I could see a dark shawl with this mink. I didn't give you the color of this one. Let's see. Oh, peacock. So I've got Dragonfly and peacock here. And then mink would work up well with a more natural fabric like shawl and the ball here. And I do want to try and make a Virus Shawl with shawl and the ball. You know how I feel about shawl and the ball. It can be difficult to work with. I had a wonderful tip from another viewer who said try wooden hooks instead of metal, and I may do that as well. I'm thinking that it will help it hold onto the hook better. Where metal, it just slides around too much. But again, if you do a Virus Shawl and added just a thin touch of this fur right on there just for some texture or some fringe, you could really make your Virus Shawl pop. They don't have to be. Now, they are amazing by themselves. It's such a simple pattern and they're amazing by themselves. I just like to do something different with each and every. I like to play around with my patterns. That's how the Sea Goddess became a jacket, and I hope and encourage you to do the same with your patterns. As far as my woolly sweater, my woolly socks, not touched them last week in this 90-degree weather. I have no updates on that. My biggest job was adding on to my two shawls here and reclaiming some yarn. I am visiting my first Hobby Lobby ever in my life, and I'm pretty excited about that. I know a few of you, more than a few of you, have talked about that, and I'm pretty excited to visit my first Hobby Lobby. I'm excited to visit my first homespun, home-dyed yarn shop, and I will really try to take pictures of my shopping experiences. And until then, make it a great day, and let's crochet. Stay healthy, be safe out there in this heat, and as always, I thank you for liking, watching, and subscribing to my channel. This is Lisa from Pine Notes. Have a great day. Bye.